We have a lot of great news to share with you council members and the public over this last few weeks here. City staff submitted numerous grant requests to ACOG last year in hopes of moving forward several city projects. And just this last week, the city received notice of receiving 4 federal grants through ACOG, totaling about $15.5 million with a required city match of 7.5. So let me just go through the 4 awards. One was for Phase 4 Intelligent Transportation Systems. And the award we received is $7.5 million. Our city match will be about 5.6. And overall, the Phase 4 ITS total is about $13.1 million. That project includes 22 intersections on 33rd from Broadway to Coltrane, on Boulevard from 33rd to 2nd, and on Bryant from 33rd to 2nd. Construction to occur beginning in federal fiscal year of October 2024. The next project is Danforth and Kelly. The federal award was $7.2 million. Our city match will be $1.8. The total of that project is about $9 million. That hopefully will get started in federal fiscal year of October 2024. We also received funding for the Vista Lane multi-use trail. It's north side of Hayford Park along Vista Lane. That federal grant was $320,000. That will go along with our match at $80,000. And that will engage a design firm with that. And the last one is a community wayfinding sign. So if you can think of those Edmond signs that we've been planning to put throughout the whole community, we received notice that we received federal funds, $500,000. The city, there's no required match. We had identified $750,000 for ARPA to be designated that as well, and we can continue to do that. That just means we'll be able to do more of these city wayfinding signs quicker than we had anticipated. So that's that. Let me go on. We have had a number of surveys out on the community. 3 of them, one's for recycling, one's for Arcadia Lake, and one's for housing. So let me just give you some quick numbers for that. Recycling survey. To date, we received over 3,000 submissions. The trend is still not nearly 98% of customers utilizing our curbside recycling service. And more than 60% of those who use curbside collection say they would be willing to pay more to expand what items can be recycled. And then these survey results we use to help the city negotiate the next upcoming recycling contract. So it's good news there. The Arcadia Master Plan, we did a survey that just closed. Will close last Monday on the 6th. We received a little over 4,000 responses from all over Oklahoma and from places in Texas, Louisiana, and Missouri. Early results indicate that the 2 most popular amenities that survey participants were interested in improving or adding at the lake include the Lakeside Restaurant with 1,575 votes, and then walking trails with the second, which was just under 1,500 votes. These survey results will be utilized by the master plan consultant as they prepare the final draft recommendations. And the last survey is the housing survey. As of noon today, we've had just over 1,700 responses to the city's housing survey. The housing survey is designed to capture broad public input on housing needs, affordability, barriers to affordable housing, and other key issues. The survey is an opportunity to engage individuals who cannot attend in-person or virtual meetings. It also meant to build awareness around housing issues, help educate and frame the housing discussion, and provide our team with an understanding of the broad experience of housing in the Edmond community. The consultant and staff will utilize results of the survey to inform our analysis and how we make strategy recommendations when it comes forward. So great to have that amount of public provide input to us. We're finding great opportunities to do surveys out there, so we appreciate those who've taken part of this. Want to skip forward to the Urban Land Institute. I know we've been talking about this for the last 6 months. It's just around the corner. The city of Edmond has contracted with the Urban Land Institute to conduct a 5-day panel to study the downtown Edmond core area to help provide guidance on several key questions. Their assignment is focused on the continued growth of our downtown area as we desire, as the city desires to develop and cultivate the downtown in a way that promotes a healthy business district. It's safe and accessible for pedestrians and multimodal users, better connects with UCO. And I know just in this past week, we've had good discussions the mayor and I had with the president of UCO who really has identified a need to develop close relationship with Edmond and is excited about what ULI can provide to both of our parties as we move forward. And I think we've got some great opportunities to work with UCO down the line. It's also to foster the proper real estate environment that incorporates a variety of housing and is prepared for increased transit and mobility. On Friday, February 24th, at 9 a.m. at UCO's Constitution Hall, there will be a presentation made by ULI panelists, and they'll also be available for a Q&A session at the end. Again, the event is free and open to all. We'd love to see our community partners participate in that event. And I think that'll be a key factor for us as a community, not just the city of Edmond, but UCO and our private sector and public sector of how do we continue to develop our downtown in a true destination. The last thing I want to highlight is I kind of thought about this is there was this great show. I thought it was a great show. I don't know if it ever won any Emmys or anything, but there was a guy who, got injured in a wreck, and they fixed him better, stronger, faster, kind of the $6 Million Man. You remember that? Yes. I was going to ask Andy to stand up and demonstrate the run and the song, but yeah, I don't know.
He's too young.
He's too young. Yeah. Thanks. All right. Yeah. So, but I thought about this $11 million man. So in October of 2020, before I got here, Edmond experienced a significant ice storm, which ultimately became the largest natural disaster in the city of Edmond's history. The storm resulted in the largest amount of tree and limb debris ever experienced, while our electric grid suffered significant damage. The storm became a presidential declared disaster, DR 4575, while many citizens, businesses, and city departments were impacted by recovery efforts. Emergency Management Resource Specialist TJ Menzer, can you stand, TJ? This is our $11 million man right here, was assigned the role of the primary contact with FEMA, was given the enormous task to ensure the city received reimbursement from the federal government. TJ has invested hundreds of hours collecting and submitting required documentation, scanning thousands of documents in order for the city to be successful in the process. Keep standing, TJ. Our application to FEMA was the largest dollar amount ever requested by the city, $10.8 million. I ran it up to 11, but all this was accomplished while being impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. FEMA recently notified the city that our request was approved.
Yay!
So everybody was involved with this, but really TJ, his persistence and determination has enabled the city to be successful in this funding request. So special thanks to TJ. I know he got many questions, and I know we were constantly working with our congressional delegation to help us out on this, but kudos to you, TJ. Thanks for being here tonight. You can go home now. I mean, it's time. But TJ and his group are the ones, when we head to springtime, that will always send out notices to us about upcoming weather instances and all that. But really just want to take a moment to thank you. You're a $11 million man, so thank you. Mayor, that's all I have to report.
Great, thank you.